Oh, ugh. Oh, that's a way to start. All right. Everyone hear me all right thus far? We have two. We
Hi.
are. There is Morning Mist. Sweet. And now we just await the almighty Billiam. How's everyone's evening been thus far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I hear Terran Tim has some.
Rereading my
Sorry about that.
rereading my character sheet and wondering why I made the choices I made when building.
I
I
mean,
ended up in a different group. I ended up playing Swashbuckler because the DM specifically asked the whole group to play only classes from the playtest. So I ended up picking Swashbuckler there because A, this group had been on hiatus, and B, someone else picked Witch.
Witchy witchiness.
Luckily, I'm playing Witch in a different group, and my patron is Final Fantasy XIV's version of Bahamut. So, and my familiar is a Final Fantasy XIV carbuncle, and it's just great.
Well, you do what you can, right? One of my groups, I'm actually a bard and a character that's disguising themselves as a half-elf. Ironic, funnily enough, I'm a half-elf. Has given me a nickname. And I still can't believe they gave me this nickname. My character's name is Halanaise. The nickname, Dandelion. Yes. Yep. Good old Dandelion. Alright, so we are missing someone here. Who are we missing?
And Tarentum just disappeared.
Tarentum? He's probably looking for a better connector. Billiam.
Anyway, I have successfully switched to
Whew.
Ranger now.
Yeah, successfully done what? What up?
Switched to a Ranger.
Oh, right. Ranger! Nice. Yep.
I'll be going ranged focused, since we seem to have a bunch of melee.
Yep, we have a nice barbarian and a
Champion.
champion, that's right.
And we don't have a ranged martial, and I always like to have at least one ranged martial if we have two melee martials.
Yes.
Do we have a champion?
Are you a cleric or a champion, Bjorn?
I'm a cleric. I mean,
We have two clerics.
Oh. Okay, okay.
You
I think
said a wizard, a champion, a cleric, and Billiam.
And Billiam, who is a barbarian. I think I mixed up the champion with one of the others. Either that or I've been watching too much Knights of Everflame. Shout out to Jason Bowman and all of them.
So we do not have a champion?
I think our champion left, and like there's like Crimson Shadow, I think that Scott was, and he's like kind of like a ranged rogue, I think.
Yeah. There was Scott.
Or was he a ranger?
No, Cassio was the rogue.
Oh.
Yep.
Sorry,
so we can officially eliminate him from the turn order, along with him.
Well,
alright.
I say I'm a ranged focus, but I can do ranged or melee equally well. Hi, Billiam.
Hey, there he is.
I was busy finishing my character sheet up because, yeah.
That's right.
I do have a question. For some reason, I have a +1 striking rapier on my melee strikes list, but I don't remember having a +1 striking rapier. Was I given one of those?
We found it in the chest, I think. With the
oh yeah. Yeah, hang on.
Any chance we could make that a star knife instead?
And like that, the rapier becomes a star knife, and you're all staring at this thing going, wait, what? Alright. You hear the spirit whisper, what just happened?
Alright, so with that, I now I have two star knives. One's a striking one, one's a returning one.
Hey.
Wow. Nice. Alright.
Star knives are great. They're basically just better shurikens.
Oh,
Unless you are going for a very specific version of ranger that uses okay, so rangers can take hunted shot, which requires wielding a ranged weapon with a reload of 0. Shurikens are a ranged weapon with a reload of 0.
nice.
So you can use hunted shot with shurikens. But
That's...
then I realized that you can, if you have 2 star knives, you can do the same thing with twin takedown, because twin takedown only requires that you're wielding 2 melee weapons, each in a different hand. And it doesn't state that you're making melee strikes, you just make 2 strikes, which means that you can use twin takedown with thrown weapons.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Which star knives are.
That's
Rangers are great.
you need to find God, what was his name? Mike Meyer, I think is the dude's name. He's made so many things, including
He made Munchkin, didn't he?
no, that was
Okay.
someone else, but Mike Meyer, he did the Hypercore 2099 game. He's done several other projects. He just came out with something recently. I'm sorry, Mike, I forgot what it was. But with the Hypercore one, that's kind of like Pathfinder superheroes with cyberpunk feel to it. And one of the characters I got to play a couple of years ago at the PaizoCon, Minuteman. His primary weapon was a basically a cloning star knife. So Minuteman would be able to throw like 10 of these star knives that he could just, pull one out of one hand and just toss it and just keep doing like that. Just toss, toss, toss. And while they only did 1d4 in first edition, he could bust them out quickly. Also, he could run like 300 feet in an entire round. So, yeah. Yeah, he was the Flash mixed with Captain America. Alright.
So
More point.
I was looking at, like, as I get later in level, just focusing on athletics makes you like the most ninja you can possibly be.
Quick like ninja!
Because at one point you get wall jumping. At another point you can just like double jump in the air pretty much.
Oh my god.
And if you're also a Leshy, you can just glide instead of actually falling.
Oh,
And Leshies can turn into bushes at a certain level.
I need to complete my 7-sphere setting now. I'm telling you, I really need to complete that so that way we could have a freaking Pathfinder 2 Final Fantasy game.
Man, particularly if it's Final Fantasy 14 stuff. I am obsessed with that game.
Oh, well, like my status has been saying, 7 Spheres, it's where you have fairies running coffee shops. Alright. Recap time. The last time the crew had gone adventuring was many, many months ago in this world. So, first off, excellent news. Everything went well. Beautiful kid. So on and so forth. And then got hit with the plague. So, there's that. But I'm back, I'm alive, and so is the rest of the crew. Now that that's out of the way, the crew had been exploring Lycusia Manor, an abandoned manor that, after doing some research in some of the library and talking with the lord of the manor, who's now a ghost in his office. Let's see if I can... There it is. Yep. He explains that a creature had attacked the village and the manor, slaughtering everyone inside, and now resides in the basement. The crew, initially looking for an artifact on behalf of another lord, who's in my notes somewhere, has found the artifact, and now has a choice. Do they try and help defeat this evil and put the Lord of Lycusia Manor to rest peacefully? Or do they abandon all hope and try and send some Revolti guards? I mean, either one's a viable option. Let's find that out now. Returning is Cece playing Morning Mist, a Leshy Ranger. Bjorn the Wanderer. He is played by Fangzor. Next up we have Rogar the Barbarian, played by Billiam. And finally, Tarantim by, for those who remember him, the Burninator. You are currently on the 2nd floor. You have just explored the bedroom of the Lord. What would you like to do?
see.
We just explored the bedroom. Can we shift ping to show where we are?
Yeah.
Like in the DM shifting us.
Ah, there you are. There's Rogar,
Thank you.
Bjorn, and Tyrantin. Let's see, where are these stairs at? That's right. So the first floor is in the upper left quadrant of the map, and the grounds are right below that. So you, as I mentioned, you guys are all on the second floor.
Are those doors or are those like windows?
Those are doors.
Oh,
You alright, Tyrantin?
Yeah, I'm wrestling a goat apparently.
I need to turn something down, I think.
Oh, goat not having it.
Goat. Anyway.
Very small time.
Alright.
suppose we should finish securing this floor and then maybe transporting the bodies downstairs. Maybe either burying them or like clearing the other floor before. I think I promised to like bury his wife and son that got turned into zombies.
Let's see if I can see the map today, since I have not reinstalled. Ah!
You okay?
Yeah, got my arm.
Yeah. There we are.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have not reinstalled, so I'm trying to go through Roll20 here.
Ah. That's the wrong character. As you can see, we are all prepared for tonight.
The fun part of getting a new phone.
Always and ever.
After my last one died a horrible, horrible tragic of falling one.
Oof.
Because, you know, when I drop it from it's fine, but when it falls that 1 foot.
That 1 foot does it.
As long as the ones you don't think will do anything, I'll do something to it. Drop it face down on the concrete floor. It's fine. Like dog's tail knocks it off the coffee table. Done.
All done for. Alright.
It's all done. It's all ogre.
All ogre. Alright, so I'm going to go through one at a time. So we have Bjorn here. Said he wanted to take the bodies outside.
After clearing this floor, I suppose.
Ah.
Make sure there's no more things disturbing this place.
Alright. And, next up, I guess, will be Morning Mist. What are you doing?
Honestly, I don't remember what we were doing in this room specifically, other than did we found dead bodies or we made them re-dead. I can't remember which.
There's a ghoul and like the zombified corpses of like the Lord's wife and child, I think.
Yes.
All right, and we re-deaded them.
Yeah, you removed the necromantic magic.
Re-deaded.
Redeaded. Which, depending on which
Um,
universe, is still not a good thing.
So,
Now, you have explored basically here, come on. Basically, all the rooms lit up.
mhm.
There is a door here. Door here. A door here. And there was a closet over here as well.
I don't think we explored this room. I think we just opened the door and then kind of.
Kind of just looked around for a moment.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll search this room and.
Yeah, I'll check out that closet.
All right. Let's see if
I
I
want to
remember.
first make sure like the closet isn't trapped or anything.
Let me
I'll
pull
also
something
use
up real
detect
quick.
magic to see if there's anything magical around.
You will use detect magic. You do not detect any magic, actually. Come on, hurry up.
And then we'll search normally.
I almost forgot about this. The bad guys. Oops. There it is. Okay. So you open it up. Where's the reveal? Ah, there it is. Da 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 da. When you open it up, you hear fresh meat as it comes straight towards you, Morning Mist. And we are going to
Would I have
roll.
been able to hear it when I was checking the door?
It was just sitting there, not really doing anything. And when you opened it up, the kind of moonlight hit it, and it was as if it was waiting. It just looked like it was just crouching there, waiting for you.
I mean, I was checking the door for traps and whatnot. Would that not warrant a perception check to maybe have heard it?
That is a good point. Let's get a perception check there, yeah. Versus... Yep, you notice it. You notice that there is definitely something in there. A slight creaking as if something was moving on its hindquarters.
Alright, before I open the door, I mark whatever I hear as my prey.
Nice. Alright,
And then I call out, hey, I think there's something in here.
Alright, when you say that, it goes, "Ah!" And the door busts open. And he is going to just kind of stand right there for now. This way, this means he just doesn't get the drop on you, so...
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get that number. Alright, go ahead and roll initiative. We got CC at 19. And Bjorn at 26. Holy crap. Want me to... Tarentum, you got a roller? Oh. We lost Tarentum somewhere along the way. Okay, hold on a second. Come on, computer.
Maybe the Gotatus phone.
Siegeman von Karek. Okay, Siegeman. Got a 19. Alright, Siegeman and Morning Mist, what are your dexterities? Wow. Come on, brain.
So, Pathfinder actually specifically states that the players get to decide which player goes first if they tie.
Got it.
You can go first.
Thank you.
Me right there.
Alright. You can go first. Alright.
Go for it.
Alright, and I
I'm
think we
first.
lost the signal for Tim, so I believe I have his character sheet available, just in case.
Out of curiosity, is anyone getting a lot of the crackle in Discord?
I'm getting a lot of it from you, but not from anyone else.
I'm getting it from everyone. Must be
Oof.
my shitty connection.
I hope not.
Yeah, everyone
I
else
wasn't
is
gonna
fine
say
to
it
me.
that way, but that sounds about right.
This is what I get for living in a socialist state that is Canada.
Hey now,
Hey, I'm in
it's not,
Canada and I'm fine.
it's not as bad. I mean, you could be living in Trump's America. What?
I
This
mean,
is
that's
not a
true.
political. This is not a political game. So let's get back to it. All right, and
Not
where?
yet, it's not.
Not yet.
Whoa.
We haven't found any kings to murder. I mean,
Well, I mean, there's always going to be that
governments to
option.
adjust.
I mean,
Well, you are living in a
Not-
Victorian era style kingdom where steam power is moving forward. There's his perception.
we have nothing to lose but our chains, brothers.
And there's Tim's role.
Except you managed to make it as the thing
Oh.
that we're fighting. But
Yeah, I'm not.
No,
I'm no. We're gonna fix this. I'm still learning how to use
if you
Discord.
right-click Tim's token and hit Add Turn,
Oh yeah. Oh, son of a biscuit. That's right. Okay, hold on. Now we have everyone's initiative. All right. Looks like we got Bjorn up first.
Yeah, so first I suppose I would like to recall knowledge on this.
All right. Go ahead and give me a religion check. Where is the numbers at? Ah. There we are. You got 17. Ooh. Well, that's mildly embarrassing, but what you know is that this is a ghoul. These creatures, you've encountered them several times thus far. It's your basic goal. They're ugly, they're mean, and they want to eat you. They do have a disease that you know for a fact that can turn the people into other people into ghouls, which sucks, but it is what it is. There is a cure for it. And people have been known to survive ghoul fever. All right, so that is one action. Give me a second while I pull up my cheat sheet. I keep forgetting I have this.
Well, Divine Lands.
Oh, Divine Lands, that does a nice
by the
hit.
way, everyone, you can turn off critical damage, and you should do that immediately.
Nice.
So the way you do it is you go to Options, and then where it says Customize Rolls, there's a little drop down. It says Roll Critical Damage Options. Click Don't Roll Critical Damage because that's a bullshit thing that they do wrong. Thank you for coming to me.
Exactly. You're very welcome. Now, let's see here. That does 10 good. Wow. That is not a critical, but it does deal 10 points of damage.
Does it seem like the person is weak to good? Because it looks like it's doing good.
Good damage. That doubles, right? If it's got a weakness to it.
No, it has. If something has a weakness to a damage type, it lists the weakness value,
Nope.
and it does that much more damage.
It looks like that. It definitely hurt it, but it doesn't look like it hurt it more than it would, say, a zombie or
else
a
equal.
bandit. Yeah. The creature howls in pain and looks at you, Bjorn, and is like, "You're next on the menu." Oh, shit. That's right. It's Tim. Sorry, buddy. Looks like I get a control of you here. What can Tim do? He has a list of spells. I love spells. I am a wizard for this reason. Uh-oh. Come on, don't do this to me, computer. Ah, here we are. Woo! That could have been worse. Looks like he has a couple of spells he can use right now. Oop. Alright, so Terran Tim is going to first take take a few actions, be like, what's going on? Ah! Another ghoul! Don't worry, I got this.
And then cast shield, because that's classic wizard.
Actually, he is going to, why can't I use the cast action here?
No, classic wizard is to be like, I don't know, any of my big spells, shoot a crossbow and do 1 point damage and kill the thing.
In Pathfinder 2E, it's classic wizard is cast cantrips, because why use crossbow when you have cantrips?
Why use crossbow when you can use finger crossbows?
Specifically,
Guns aren't in the game yet.
freaking electric arc.
Guns aren't in the game yet, so finger crossbows.
Hey, that's coming up, though.
Her standard thing is that she casts hexes, and then she just cackles for the rest of the combat. She only has one action after she casts both of her hexes, and cackles for 2 actions. She's great. But she still does ridiculous amounts of damage, because she just makes the enemy weak to cold, and then she guarantees that they take cold damage as long as she cackles, and they're weak to it. It's great.
Oh, that's why, because it came up over here. There we are! Haha! Finally. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that critical thing. Alright, so he gets up. They need to make a reflex save. That's right. So... it's 9... Holy crap! And he fails! Ouch! He takes an additional 16 points of damage. You see the ghoul just kind of... as Terran Tim's like, haha! I touch you in electric shock. Alright. And that brings us to Morning Mist.
Alright, Morning Mist is going to attempt to tumble through their space.
Alright, that is
which is against their reflex DC, which is 10 plus
you
1
pass.
reflex modifier.
You pass, but you don't crit.
No, I don't need a crit, I just need a pass.
So
she's on the other side of him. And then she is going to
anyways, right.
Use Twin Takedown with Madam Spinny Stabs and Flighty McStabby.
I love your weapon names.
So 15 for the first one, and 15 for the second attack.
Well, yeah, you're flanking. So yeah, that hits. Your
both hit.
Yeah. Your star knives spin them around and you slice right through, and Ghoul's just still kind of vibrating from the electric shock kick I just got. And that takes... let's see here... I can math, I promise.
11 damage.
Yep. There we are. And you see the health...
She has
Go
one more
ahead.
action. So she's going to stab again with Madam Spinny Stabs at
Ooh.
-4 to that. So above 15. So
that
8
still
more
hits.
damage.
8 more? Alright. Your Stabby McStabberson there, or Madam Spinny Stabs, has really done a number on this thing, but it is still up and fighting. The ghoul is not pleased with this situation and turns towards you, hissing and drooling. But where it's oozing blood, you can see it's kind of blackish. So that is all you can do for now, correct?
Yeah, that was 3
Alright.
actions.
All right. Siegeman, who is what was Rogar.
Yes, due to a cough-filled stupor that I am currently in, because I'm recovering from another plague, like Mordred, I went over all of the character sheet that I had for Rogar that I totally could have used to play him, because I couldn't find his IRL character sheet.
It happens.
I'm a genius.
Also, just as a side note, it was not the corona that almost killed me.
Yeah, I'm 90%
Yet.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I mean, true, I work in customer service, although if I get sent home again and told to stay home, I mean, I got you guys, right?
Yeah, at least you have us.
All right, so
So the orc has now been replaced by a dwarf.
yes,
Yes.
Glorious.
Yes.
mighty glory.
And if I remember correctly, Mordred, you said that in your world, dwarfs have the German accent, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
I'm going to, German's actually one of my more confident accents. This is wunderbar. So is there I can probably stop talking. Is there a wall between Morning Mist and I here?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll probably have to work my way around that.
So you'll spend an action to move, right?
Yeah, I can only move 20 feet. I'll probably have to use another action to actually move into the room.
Doot, 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 doot. Yep, you're good.
But now he's flanked.
You are
So
standing
you
right
gotta
on.
move into the room.
No, you moved. Okay, I barely see him there. Okay. So he's
Yeah.
flanked, and now. You don't need to pick up a dice, I have a character sheet.
This is why I tumbled through him.
Yes.
I missed that part of your turn. My apologies. Now I'm going to take my battle axe. Yeet.
Oh, that. So, I like to describe the kill shot, or I like letting the players describe the kill shot.
So Morning Mist has been dancing and darting about, and keeps the ghoul attention focused on her. And as she ducks on his leg, slashing and hacking, dual turns, and she just jump up and just crack right in the back of the head with a battle axe.
The ghoul tongue lolls out, the head rolls a few feet away. The room goes silent once more.
Right.
The body's still just kind of standing there towards Morning Mist, and it's just kind of like getting ready to attack, but then just doesn't move. So the ghoul is down. Wow.
Flurry Rangers are great. Especially dual-wielding agile weapons.
It's just like, man. I should
Reminds-
be a ranger.
Reminds me of the monk versus barbarian meme. Whack, 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 whack. Barbarian, whack. Alright. As I said, the room has gone silent.
Oh, real fast, I would like to clarify that although I am technically a ranger, thematically I'm a shinobi.
Stealth like ninja.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's one of the new archetypes they've got for the Advanced Player's Guide.
Hopefully, that would be cool.
Hopefully.
Anyway.
Here's
With that one redeaded, Morning Mist is going to apologize to it and then search the room.
Alright. This is basically the washroom for the heirs room. There's very little value. It looks like some of the Low Lord's makeup set, like, you know, the type of stuff to, you know, remove blemishes or bring some make the skin tone look a little less pale, that kind of makeup. It was trying it on, it looked like. The rest of the room, as
Sorry, I only just caught that.
yes, the rest of the room, not much going on. It's pretty quiet. There's dressers with some of the young lordlings' clothes. There's a little fireplace, obviously, that's completely empty. Yeah. Bjorn,
Well, did we
Just one-
touch this room as well?
yep, that's where what you guys are searching. You can spend a couple minutes, spend about 10-15 minutes, just kind of doing how deep of a search you want. There's unfortunately not much here. It looks like I said, the lordling's room. There may be a few silver or gold pieces worth of jewelry or embroidery type things. You know, a couple nice nobleman clothes there, but they're a lot smaller. Looks like they were meant for a kid or a halfling, possibly.
And I guess I will move on.
All right. What about you, Siegeman?
I would like to patch some of the wounds I've accumulated over the past few hours while he's searching the room, so I would like to make a medicine check, because that is an actual useful skill in this edition.
It really is.
It's
So
very nice.
much more.
I
So
like
much.
bringing it up every time it does. Okay, so only 2d8.
That's fine.
It's better than nothing.
And to those who are
I-
watching that who say 5th edition is great, don't get me wrong, it's very great. But medicine is actually useful.
Womp womp. Well, except when you roll 3.
Real fast, who was the person complaining about having gotten the wrong skill grabbed?
That was
It was you?
Ah,
yeah, I switched it out for something.
Any chance you want to patch up Morning Mist spoons?
Sure.
sure, they say.
I need a macro for that. If it
Oh,
works. And restore hated points.
Inspiration. Activities.
I'm critical failure.
Oh, look, falling damage. That's good to know.
For everyone except me.
Try it, shrubbery.
Hey, I'm not a shrubbery until level 9. It's level 9 when I can turn into a shrubbery.
Then you get the Knights in Knee coming after you. Or people working for them.
Fair enough.
Alright.
In for a surprise. When suddenly the shrubbery is spitting star knives at them.
Okay, the shrubberies attacked back.
Oh god. Well, that's why they're asking for a
Shrubbery.
shrubbery.
I am only-
Alright, so looks like you got 8 hit points back. So that's good to know. Alright, so
Okay, I
you
think we have up here for rooms.
And over here.
And over there. Okay.
and
Now, I
here.
don't want to be blue. I should be a nice shade of green.
Well,
Damn
if
it, that was
you-
my
Up
thing.
here.
This is a nice shade of green.
That looked gray. Anyway, so which
It's
room
a
are you
green
guys
gray.
going to?
Alright.
Let's go to the top room.
Alright.
This one? Or this
Yeah,
one?
Morning Mist is again going to check the door for traps and listen behind it.
Alright. What is your perception bonus?
I have a bonus of 9. So my DC is 19.
Alright.
Technically, the way stealth is supposed to work is the person making a stealth check makes a stealth check against the perception DC.
Yep.
Or I use a seek action to look for them using perception against their stealth DC.
Oh, I thought that would actually roll dice. Oh, well. That doesn't matter. Yeah, you actually don't hear or see anything back, or you don't hear anything. You creak open the door, or which door are we going through here? The left or the right?
There are 2 doors.
Yes, there is this door over here and this door over here. It's really kind of... I didn't do the measurements right of the rooms. Those are supposed to be 5 feet wide, but that's what happens when you work with what you got, right?
Morning Mist will open this door
All right.
and have Billiam open the other. Or
Sounds good.
Siegesman.
Sigismund.
Oh.
Yep. When you open up this door, it looks like a guest bedroom. Empty. There's, well, as you can see, shrubbery. So, might be related, I don't know.
Friends.
But other than that, you do see what looks like a window, a couple windows on the northern edges. Oh, that's because I'm not using the selector. Over here, you know, kind of looking out from the northern side of the building. It looks like another door over here. Not Bjorn. God bless America. Siegeman!
Yes.
You find the staircase going down.
Oh, how exciting.
And one of the people just noted that I typed in Eighth Ship Fiamat. Like, what? Where did I type that?
Oh my gosh!
Where? I need to see the embarrassment. Where?
Oh, it's on the stream itself. Oh, ruthless.
Like for your stream on Twitch?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna I'll tank my connection. Look and laugh.
Okay, where is it? Where is it?
No,
Ah,
I must see it first. I must go and laugh. No.
where is it? It's under the header somewhere. Ah, yep, there it is. Congratulations, Mordred. You have typoed your way into fame. Anyway, where am I? Oh, yes. You guys have found the stairs going down. Bjorn.
We should
Go.
check the other room.
All right.
First. Morning Mist is gonna say that.
Tarantino says, I'm on it. Once I can select him. There. Ah! And he kind of comes over, notices this door right here. And then he puts his hand on it and is like, wait. Gently touches the door handle while just, staring at it.
Is it magic?
And you can see him just visibly looking up and down for a moment. Looks at you and goes, it looks clear. And opens it.
Oh.
And there's a bunch of random stuff in there.
Okay, doesn't explode. That is always a good start. No explosion is always a good start.
Always a good start.
Always a good start.
Is that a door?
Yes. Ah. Whoop. Tarantino moves over there.
Morning Mist
And-
is gonna check the door out.
Oh,
Yep.
what goodies do we find in here? This
Give
not
me-
what.
That's pretty much another little mini storage closet.
And I just noticed that there's another door right there. So
Yep, and... Yep. Alright, so just to keep everything moving, you guys do a bit more... Where's the... Ah, there it is. Whoop. Whoop. Da-da-da-da. Oh. There we go. Now the streamers can actually see what rooms I'm pointing out here. Haha. Oh. Come on, you. There we are. Alright, so. You guys find mostly empty rooms and extra storage. This here is just another washroom. Another washroom. For guests, specifically. You open up the chest and it's mostly linens or, clothing. It's like a little closet that's for the spare bedroom. Oh my.
I suppose we should decide if we want to tackle the evil in the basement first, or put the bodies to rest first, and then like maybe rest a little for the night, and then tackle the evil.
Has been long enough to warrant a rest for the night. I
Turn
don't
to
know. I don't have daily
mean,
resources.
I assume it's gonna take some time to bury them properly and conduct the proper rites and make sure they're
Fair enough.
purified and won't be re-risen.
That's a good
Turn
point.
says, I could use a little bit of the rest myself. I've used up a few of my spells, but if you want, we can keep going. There it is. And
If we want to put the bodies to rest, we should do that.
And as he says that, the entire manor shakes violently as an unearthly howl comes from below once again. This
Maybe we should deal with the bodies after we deal with the noise.
I'm doing that all day, we're gonna be fine. And I'd rather be prepared to face this evil. I didn't come in here with the proper spells to tackle this guy.
That is fair.
let's see here.
On one hand, to make a map to find that if we take too long.
We can't all rebuild our character between every session. Some of us need a rest for that.
I mean, I've never played a character in this group that has daily resources, so
We've literally played a different class every session. So.
Not every session, like every other session. Come on, let's not be hyperbolic about it.
We spent 2 sessions as a monk before switching to swashbuckler, before switching to
well, I was just trying to find the right way to get the exact theme I was going for, and Ranger will get it better than the other two. So
who wants to help me carry the bodies respectfully down?
I will help you. I will help you.
Morning Mist will also help.
Alright. Turn also says, alright, I'll do what I can. I'm not as strong as you lot, though.
I'll make sure to ask the Lord if there's a like special place he wants to bury them, or any special rites he wants.
So when you return to the Lord's office, he looks at you and says, the creature, it is getting restless. If you are to deal with it, make sure you get the drop on it before it gets the drop on you. I had it hidden here somewhere.
I'll let him know we recover the corpses of his family, and if he wants us to do anything special for them.
He says, I of course want my family properly put to rest. However, do be careful. If you die, my family could never be put to rest.
I think what he's trying to say is he thinks that the big bad evil thing is scary enough that we should deal with it before trying to take care of the bodies and taking a nap. And I am tending to agree.
You're not the one who doesn't have any spells and doesn't have the right spell.
You have no spells?
I have 2 level 1 spells left. Like I have all the wrong spells. Like I'll be doing divine lances. I'll fight if you want to go in there with no healing. That's fine by me. If you insist, character.
Have you used up your healing font?
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, we've been into like 10 fights today.
Yeah, you guys have been in quite a few
Very
fights.
busy with healing magic.
I missed one of those some of those apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright, it happens. I had the freaking thing. Where did I have it?
I will support whatever you decide to do.
I do think it's best if we rest.
The Lord looks at Bjorn for a moment and says, perhaps I may have a Yinkris laying around somewhere. if that would be able to help you. And there's a Yinkris. It is a, how do you say, a magic crystal that has been known to re-strengthen a mage for the day. Give them a little more energy to cast their spells. No?
Is there a check we can pull on that, Mordred?
What was that?
Is there a check we can pull on that?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
Alright.
Can Tarantim make an Arcana check?
Actually, that is a good point. Once I figure out where my window went to. Arcana!
It. Nah, not my chick.
Alright. Why is that red? Oh, it rolled a 1. That's a crit failure.
No, that is mine. That is mine Arcana. You rolled a 13.
Yes. No, I was noticing that you had a
what did I
crit
think?
failure. You know that Yinkris... You've heard that Yinkris are it's really good for magic, but they're good for powering artificery devices. So you're not sure about that. Bjorn. You've heard of these things. You're not sure if it'll work for you, but you understand that they do restore some magical energy. And Tarantum immediately pops up. Oh, good. Yes, I could use one of those. Those are excellent devices. Excellent little natural things of life. And he, come on, I know I have all this crap. He says, where is it? And the Lord says, kind of does something, and back in here, you hear something open up.
Well, let's see what we have unlocked. Hello?
Yep. You go over to see what was unlocked.
Yep, go ahead and see what we unlocked.
All right. Give me just a second here. I've lost half my notes. Where'd they go?
That's okay.
What the crud? That's not it. Where's all my stuff? That's still not it. I'm losing my bloody mind. Alright, this is a good time to take a short break, everyone. Give me a... Son of a biscuit, where did it go? That's still not it. I can't believe it. My thing just dropped off the face of the frickin' planet. Again.
If you make your planet round, it is less likely to have things drop off of it.
Oh, that's the funniest thing. It is round.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Or, it could be like Middle Earth, where it is round sometimes, unless you go at it at the right angle, in which case it's not round.
Well, I'm just hoping that this place didn't turn into Discworld or something. Backgrounds. Okay, so that's not it. It's under feats?
Maybe your notes are Elven, and it is Middle Earth.
It is not feats. Where the frag did everything disappear
Great Lord of the Rings reference.
to? Okay, that's going to be useful for another time. Did I put it in the Adventuring Codex? I must have. Yes, I did. Ha. No, it was in that. But I now know where to look now. Ha ha, you fools. Come on. Come on. I know you're in there. No, you're not there.
Since we're taking a short break, I'm gonna go hit the restroom while you find this.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna get water.
Alright, thank you for everyone's patience, and we will get back shortly. Ah! There's one of the things I was looking for. No, I had everything in one location, and then poof. No. 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 Nope, not that one.
If you're done.
I had it, and now it's gone for all eternity. It was a thing that would basically allow you to recover, I believe, half your daily spell amount, daily spells, Bjorn. It looks like a little purple crystal, kind of semi-transparent.
What did you call it?
A Yinchrys. Ynnnchrys.
I think I see it in your treasury thingy.
Where's my treasury? Where'd you find it?
The treasury. Codex.
Why is it coming up blank then? Okay, that treasury is blank, so where's the other treasury disappeared to? There it is! Good eye! Bjorn, you get a hero point because you just saved this entire game.
Cece's back. Yay.
Welcome back, Cece. We just found the Yinchrys. And yay. Virtual hero points for everyone. Okay. Good. Now that we have that. This one looks like a semi-transparent crystal. So it's you would guess more earth based. This looks to be a lesser Ynnvis crystal. So you will restore, or you all will restore. If you, it looks like there's a couple of them in there. Terran Tim takes one is just like, okay, hold on. And the crystal starts losing this glow it had for that started going. And suddenly 2 of his spell slots are regained. And he goes, oh yeah, that hits the spot. I think I need to move. I think I need to move that to a much better location. Bjorn, do you take the other one?
I guess you seem very against letting us rest. I mean, like throwing us into like a 10-fight gauntlet with like no rest in between, with like no prep and no like information on what we were looking into, was a bit unreasonable to me.
Well, you can. It sounds like you do want to rest. I will allow that.
I mean,
Terran
clearly
Tim.
sounds like they don't want us to, so I mean, I'll just pop the crystal and let's go.
Alright.
It's a bit of a bummer that I have all these anti-undead spells, I don't have any of them prepared.
You have a large number of anti-undead.
But not prepped. Yeah.
I didn't know we were gonna come across undead today, so I just came with a generic build.
Terran Tim looks up and says, "Oh, you have spells to take out undead? Well, didn't you say so?"
I'm a cleric. Pretty sure everybody saw me wipe out the zombies at the entrance when we started up.
You hear the Lord, you see the Lord kind of come through the wall there for a moment and ask, "Is that satisfactory? Or do you need more preparations?"
Seems
As I
like
said.
we're on a time-sensitive quest, so I guess we can...
As I said, it is better if you try to catch it before it catches you. But take all the preparation. This is a demon unlike any other I've ever faced.
Getting mixed signals here, guys.
Terran Tim
He's
says,
saying that it's better if we get the drop on it than it gets a drop on us, but it's also good if we are well prepared.
I mean, we've been killing his minions for half the day.
I do agree that at this point it's not gonna be much worse if we rest. Unless it finds us while we're sleeping.
the Lord begins laughing and says, "It would be very unwise to remain here. His minions are many in the village."
I mean, the zombies didn't seem to do anything if we were outside the gate, so I assume if we go a bit off the road, we should be relatively safe. Maybe find a nice scenic spot to bury the corpses, and then see what comes.
They nod. The Lord nods and says, "If you have shelter elsewhere, it would be wise to return to that for now. You can always, of course, try barricading yourself in one of the rooms, but I don't have many rooms with beds that don't have windows. After all, this is my manor. I don't want to hide from the light of the mighty Athael." Terran looks around and goes, "So, we staying or we going?"
Well, we can always return to the airship to rest. But that might take longer.
Remember, you guys were about, what did I say you guys were? There it is. About...
Are we more than a day away or something?
No, you guys are only 30 minutes walking.
I guess go out of the ship and sleep then.
Alright. When you return... Oh, hello. Wow, that escalated quickly. Come here, you. There we are. Hey, we got everybody over here now. Alright. When you return, Captain Kikoru is talking with a group of villagers outside of his ship. Outside the gangplank. Not a group of villagers. Busted sickness. A guardsman, actually. He's wearing the livery of the Lord of Lucusia here, and he looks haggard. He looks like he's had the crap beat out of him, and he's been surviving in his armor for what looks like a couple weeks now. Yeah, it's only 2 miles, so yeah. And when you get up there, the guard turns and says, please, you have to convince our captain. We have refugees. We need to go back now. We need to get help.
What's happening?
The guard from
Calm
the
down.
town is trying to say that he has refugees, and he wants us to take on the refugees, but I think our captain's saying no.
Kikoru looks over and says, well, did you get the artifact? Wow, wrong accent. Did you get the artifact, lads?
Not yet. We're kind of beat, and Bjorn would like to take a rest so that he can prepare some spells that are really good at killing the undead, because we think we found the big bad boss guy, and it would be better if we fought him with spells good against undead.
He goes, oh, you found the creature that attacked the villagers? And the guard says, and you survived?
Well, we haven't actually met the big guy yet.
Oh. Well, please, can we bring the villagers here? We are starving and we haven't had a chance to escape. And Kikoru looks over and says, well, if you need to rest, I will allow it. Perhaps you can help escort. He's been asking me to escort them, but it's just me and a couple other crew members trying to keep the ship ready to go just in case. Do you think you can go and make sure they don't run into trouble? And he turns towards the lot of you.
Of course,
Yeah.
helping those in need is what I do.
Definitely.
He says, very well. Oop. Hold on a second. Okay. He says, very well. And he looks to Tarentum and then to Cece and says, you two should probably stay here while the others are escorted.
Why morning mist stay?
I need your
Do you mean-
assistance on this. Oh,
Okay.
right. And he literally just like, I need to go make some coffee. Bjorn, you're the one that needs a rest, is it? Don't you?
Yes.
All right. That's fine. Go ahead and do what you need. And he kind of wanders back on the ship and says, the gods shall take you back to where the villagers are. And so you get there, it take spoon. Look at me, I can talk. The guardsman actually takes you to one of the outlying farms, little bit out of the ways from where you guys were heading anyway. So that's Morning Mist and why can I not remember your name? Siegeman.
Yes.
Yeah, so he takes you guys through, and you see a couple undead, but they're not really much you can handle. And just for the sake of keeping things rolling, you can, if you do choose to engage, they just kind of, you just kind of run up and pop off their heads quickly and continue on, no problem.
Why run when you can just throw things at them?
Or snipe them if you so choose. So it's about a half mile. And when you get to one of the barns, not really the farmhouses, another group of guardsmen appear, and they're giving signals to each other, and they take you into the barn itself. And there's half a dozen guardsmen in total, and what looks like a little over a dozen villagers. They all look like they're in the same shape. They've been kind of hiding out here. Seems like the roads have been dangerous to travel, and whatever has been hunting them has pretty much herded them around here. You can see a couple of bodies in the corner, burnt. Looks like they've been burnt and hacked up to make sure nothing undead comes back for them. You can see mostly villagers, but what looks like the rest of the guards for the town. They pretty much look at you with hope and say, "Has the military arrived?" And they start, asking questions. What's been going on? Are the undead dealt with?
Not quite yet. We are working on it, but we're taking you to an airship to help evacuate you once we're done dealing with
Okay.
The undead.
When you tell them no, they all look crestfallen. But then you tell them about the airship, and they kind of get their hopes up. And the guard that brought you here says, "Yes, but we have to move quickly. The captain, he doesn't like lingering, and we may have to stay there overnight. But it looks like they have weapons aboard." And you can see a lot of the villagers getting excited, and a lot of the guardsmen are just like, "Yes." And so it takes about 30 minutes for them to gather up their what little belongings they have and kind of file on out. And it's well into evening now. Sun has set. There is light drizzle coming down as you guys make your way back to the airship. And you continue hearing unearthly howls. The first time this unearthly howl happens, several of the villagers begin to bolt, but are stopped by the other guards. And it takes a few minutes to get them back in line until you all get back to the ship. When you get back on board, is there anything you guys do besides prepare spells and get or heal up?
Not really.
No.
Look
There.
through my book a bit.
Alright, some of them...
Wait, actually, I'd like
Yep.
to transfer a returning rune from my not striking star knife to my striking star knife.
Alright,
That's a full day action, I think.
yeah.
Oh, darn. Actually, if you might... Thinking about it probably takes more than a day.
Transferring
Yeah.
a rune is like 1 day, a crafting check, 1% of the runes.
Yeah, you all have gotten that would take more than a day. Also, as a note, since we have been playing for more than an hour, those of you who do not have 2 already have a second hero point to spend. So don't forget you have that.
Okay.
And hero points, now that I'm really looking at them, they're pretty good, but I'm going to treat them as a little more potent than just the reroll ability. I mean, you guys seem to get into a lot of trouble here. So, the
There's also
villagers.
a way to just deny death saves and wake up.
Look, obviously,
That's the
The-
best use for them.
the villagers are herded by Kikoru. God, I am so far lost today for some reason. Kikoru to the cargo hold. He said he and the main engineer are setting up a couple of beds. Your other crew members, yes, crew members have begun helping them set up underneath and getting their bunks ready. And the night passes. The howls don't give you a very easy rest. You can see Taryn Tim's been studying up their book. You see the captain occasionally wandering the deck, and every time there's a howl, he scowls and looks towards his weapons, wondering if it'd be better to destroy this place. But he continues on. The howls don't get closer, nor do they get farther. At one point, one of the guards who has volunteered to keep watch, having rested earlier in the day, makes a note that a group of ghouls have made their way near the airship. But at the word of the captain, a light goes up and the ghouls retreat into darkness. It is an uneasy night as you rest, but rest you do. And you regain your health and recover your spells as needed. You awaken to find it's a little gloomy again. It's just after mid-morning. The captain's made rations for the crew, and you can hear the sounds of bustling beneath in the cargo hold, people getting ready. Sounds like this is the first bit of actual rest and safety they've had in a few weeks. If you go amongst them, they profusely thank you for helping them in their time of trial and cannot wait to get to Revolti City. Pardon. Tim looks over at the rest of you and says, "Well, I've got together all my goodies and I'm just about ready. How about you lot?"
Suppose it's now or never.
Morning Mist gives a affirmative thumbs up.
I'm as ready as I will be.
Captain pulls out a couple of vials. "You lads needed to make sure that artifact gets back to me as soon as you can. This patron of ours, he doesn't like waiting, as I understand. But you be safe. You're my crew. Anything were to happen to you, I will come in there like the wrath of gods. These," and he holds up the red ones, "you know very well they're the elixirs of life that alchemists make all the time for us." Then he holds up a kind of almost yellow-colored one. There's about 3 of them. "These ones are good for fighting off ghoul fever. Now that we know what we're up against. That howl is unlike anything I've heard. But from the sounds of the research you have done, it might be the offspring of a creature known as the Wendigo." Who was that?
That was me. Fucking knew it. Order it. Dick. Don't like that. Don't like that.
I don't think you're supposed to like it.
I don't think
I
so
hate
either. Alright, so is that your character's reaction too?
Nope, I don't think Sigmund knows what a Wendigo is. That's Billum. Actually, Actually, can I roll a check of some sort?
Sure.
What would it be?
Religion.
Oh, hey, I
Actually.
actually have that.
Hey!
Let's see. I had some extra points as well. I'm like, oh, why not religion? Oh! No, wait, no, that's Bruin.
Okay, so you've heard of these strange spirits that were created by cannibalism. Other than that, you don't really know much about them, except they're nasty and very, very unlikable.
Bjorn looks at the deck and starts muttering in Dwarven.
Bjorn, you don't know of much about the Wendigo itself, except these creatures are first formed when a sentient humanoid, such as an elf, human, dwarf, commits an act of cannibalism, usually in a sacred site to a shaman circle. Other Wendigos are created by the Wendigo's fever, and has been known to cause other humanoids to go insane with its unearthly howl.
Wait, are they undead or?
Oh yes.
Okay.
They are a very powerful form of undead. When he says this is an offspring, because you got such a good roll, I'm going to give you this. You've heard of these kind of lesser Wendigos. A evil, unholy union of a Wendigo and a ghoul. Also, I finally
Like
found the
we're
set
in
for
for a
the
tough fight.
thing. Yes, Siegeman.
That's my buttocks.
I'll look at the captain and say, if we don't come back, please take care of these refugees.
He nods and says, "Be careful, lads. I've only these are all we have right now. You'll have to give me a day or two more to make some more. I have to stay with the ship, as you know."
So how much of what did he give us?
He gave you the 4 elixirs of life.
So one each, basically.
Yeah. If I remember correctly what their ratings are. Consumable. I love having PDFs. PDFs are amazing.
Level 1 is 1d6.
Should be like a level 3.
There's no level 3, there's level 5.
No. So he gives you 8 of them.
Okay. So 2 each.
Yep. 2 each. And the, there's anti-plagues? Yeah, he gives you, 4 anti-plagues. No. 4 antidotes. No. Scratch that. Reverse that. It is anti-plague.
Because it's disease, not poison.
Yes.
Alright, so everyone should have 2 times elixirs of life, and 1 times anti-plague, plus whatever else you had before.
And he says, good luck. Do you return to the manor?
I guess we will return to the manor.
Yep.
Alright. You return to the gates.
And as we get to the gates, Stigsman just looks up at the sky. Open. What's this? Hilfe. and starts walking into the gates.
All right.
Does the thing continue to howl?
You haven't heard a howl, and you guys get into about here. Where are all the tokens at? There they are. Sorry, Morning Mist. I'm gonna drag you along for the ride there.
Guess we should drink the anti-plagues right away since they last like 24 hours.
The anti-plagues?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
I will as well.
All right. Tarrington. Go ahead. Tarrington takes his as well. And that grants a +2 item bonus to your daily saves against diseases progressive, and a +2 fortitude saving throw against diseases. I will need a will save, as once again, you step in here. Are you guys trying to sneakily step in, or do you just walk in?
I'm not stealthing in. I don't
And if
have
he's not stealthing, there's no point in any of us doing that.
I
so.
don't have that capability.
Okay, then yes, I need a
Save.
will
I
save.
feel like I should pull bravery up right about now. Just to double check out.
Oh.
I think I'll use one of my new hero points to reroll.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's pretty good, actually.
Much better, Bjorn. Much better. Just oh.
As soon as the thing yells, I mark it as my prey.
All right. At this howl, after learning about this, Tarrington goes, "Oh shit! I should not be here. I should be back on the ship." And you can see him kind of visibly struggling to stay where he is. He's like, "I do not like this. I do not like this."
Stay strong, friend. You can't let this evil cloud your mind and heart.
As a side note, he is frightened 1 for...
Cool, that lasts a round.
Don't take the drama out of this. Don't be that guy.
I'm always that gal.
As someone who recently ran a horror campaign, you shut your mouth.
Oh, trust me. It takes him a moment, and he kind of goes, okay, I think I can do this. Okay, let's just do this quickly, yeah? We'll do this, no problem. Oh, heh.
Ille. Much haste.
Much haste.
Much haste. Alright, so it was their basement.
Yes, there is. Let me pull that up for everyone. Gonna zoom over here.
A marching order?
Yes. The basement is right over
Zoom
here.
out front.
Tarrington's gonna...
I think it would be best if I am in back, because I can be either melee or ranged, and it's always good to have a competent melee in back.
Yep.
In case someone comes behind us.
Alright.
Sorry, where's the staircase mortar? It was here? That led
Yep.
down?
It was this... I believe this one over here. Oh, come on. Quit doing that. Either one, actually.
The northern. Okay, so either one.
Yeah, there are two of
Do
them.
we go for the north or the northeast?
Let's go
You're in
northeast.
front, it's your choice.
Northeast? Alright. So if we can go off here.
Alright. Bjorn behind.
Behind the fair.
Tarrington. Tarrington's going to take up his spot behind Bjorn, middle of the pack.
Mist in the back.
And Morning Mist in the back. Alright.
Down we go. Shield up.
As you descend into the darkness,
I have
I
both
will-
knives out.
I will cast light on my staff.
Dwarves have
Just
dark
gonna-
vision. I'm just saying it now.
doors have dark vision. Good to know.
Yep.
Alright. You get to the stairs. Siegeman, Terran Tim, Bjorn, and Cece. Who has dark vision and who has low light vision?
I said I cast
have the
light on my. I have light cast on my staff.
Oh, well, that does what? 20 feet? 30 feet?
20, 20, 20 bright, 20
20-foot
dim.
radius, so a 40-foot spell overall, but 20 feet for center on him.
Dim counts as well, so it's I guess more like 40.
And then dim light for the next 20.
When you come down,
Spider?
yes, you see this guy. And it chitters. It's a big ass spider. It chitters, and because it's bright light, it actually turns tail and disappears into the darkness. And you hear some more chittering. And then you hear what sounds like squeaks. Lots and lots of squeaks coming from over here.
Rotten.
And you hear behind you, Terran go, ah! Ah! Freaking rats!
I'm gonna mark the big spider as my prey.
You have the spider marked?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see here.
Mark prey is so good.
Let's take it.
Whoa, what is that?
What
The
fuck?
range of my light, like 20 bright and then 20 more dim. Like even without low light vision, we should be able to like slightly see in dim light.
One
Okay,
more
give me a
unit has,
second.
low light, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, you see the other stair set. Okay, hold on. I got this. I can do this. Haha!
You can actually give an aura. Oh, is that what you did? You gave an aura
Yeah.
to yourself? Okay. That makes sense.
A bit too bright. So
We just can't see
rid
it.
of it now, but
Oh. I should be at full health because of the rest.
Yes.
Not because rest applies you to full health, but because the amount of health I got was enough,
And we would have gotten some medical attention, so.
if needed.
Alright. Moving forward.
There we are. Okay. As you move forward, Terran Tim's also going to move down. If I can actually select Terran Tim. God.
Me moving my shield up.
Alright, you got your shield up. Morning Mist, you're still at the top of the
Axe in hand.
stairs. Axe in hand.
Axe in hand. Shield up.
Alright. Ooh, I shouldn't have revealed that part. That's okay.
Whoops. Oh,
we're
man.
doing exploration action. I guess I'd be like searching for danger.
So I'll just give you guys this. You guys can see them now. They're, you see them kind of chitter, 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 and then chitter, chitter, chitter.
Probably swarms.
One of them looks like it disappears down a, one of the swarms disappears down a bolt hole, and the other one kind of starts moving towards you guys.
Well, I suppose we don't have the option to just burn the whole house down.
I suppose I could do that, might be a better option.
I am just asking
No need
questions.
to overreact.
Yeah,
That.
give me a, what's your passive perception there, Bjorn or CC?
9.
Oh, yeah.
That's your modifier. Your passive is 10 plus. It's technically your DC. So my
Whatever.
my perception DC is 19.
Okay.
Same here then.
Mine is an 18 for the record.
Alright. Well, that's easily enough to determine that Terrantum still seems a little on edge. Like, that howl still has him a little frightened.
We should be able to see the square that the spider is in.
Once I show you how to figure out. There it is. Yeah, the spiders have...
He has a girlfriend.
the spiders have disappeared. They're in the upper part of the manor now.
Just eating their way upstairs. Nope.
Bright light!
Well, let's hope they don't come down the stairs behind us. Oh, look.
In
more
that case,
rats.
I'm gonna mark the rats as my prey.
Alright.
God, human-sized spiders would be terrifying.
It goes, Terrantum goes, what do we do with the swarm?
Well, we've got a wizard.
The wizard goes, hey, but what do I do with it?
You burn it.
So what does Flaming Sphere do?
Flaming Sphere is
That's
a
fine stuff.
duration-based spell where you place it and it burns anything in the square that it's in. It's
An
not
automatic
an
thing.
AoE so much, so if he's looking for an AoE, he'd probably use Burning Hands.
Which he does not have.
He is a failure of a wizard.
Well, oh, actually, this character sheet's just incomplete. Sorry, Terrantum.
We can
That's
also roll the square around, is what it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is actually... It's
Yeah,
it's
so-
a really useful spell.
It's just no burning hands.
Admittedly, my wizard in my other group also doesn't have Burning Hands and also doesn't have Fireball.
Flaming
Okay,
Sphere.
fireball, I'm questioning.
This
Because I have-
Terrantum-
We made a spell called Gravity Bomb that has the same range as Fireball.
Well, now that
Technically
answers
does
my
less
question.
damage.
Oh,
But it's
But
called
if
gravity
it
bomb.
collides people together, it does the same amount of damage as
Oh.
Fireball.
Can we
It's-
focus on the game we're currently in, please?
Yeah.
Sorry.
so
Do you have Acid Splash? The cantrip?
no. Like his character sheet's like a quarter of the way done on this, apparently. So we'll say yes, he does. I was gonna say he has produced flame actually.
That does splash
Do the
damage,
rats look
I
like
think.
they're hostile to us?
They don't look hostile, no. You get the feeling that they're just kinda swarming curiously towards you guys. But as it gets actually gets within the light, it kinda starts veering off.
We can probably ignore them for now. They do not seem like they want to hurt us.
How fast are
Let's
they
keep
moving?
moving then.
Yeah.
Getting all sorts of what's that one? The game about the girl and her little brother in like medieval France during the plague. What do they call it? Plague Tale? Whatever. I'm getting off.
Oop, sorry. Alright. So the swarm kind of watches you. And when you guys start moving, they kind of scatter back this way. I know I have that here somewhere.
Let's keep moving forward slowly.
There it is.
I'm just assuming Terratim is moving appropriately.
Yes. Terrantum is definitely moving appropriately. I know I have one of those. Ah, there it is.
If it would help, you could give control of Terratim's token at the very least to one of us, and we can move Terratim for you.
There it is. There you go. Alright. You have a 19. What does Tarentum have? Tarentum has... Oh, that's not good. 17. Okay. So, as you pass by Morning Mist, you notice that this wall here doesn't seem like doesn't seem really like it's supposed to be. It's got a different kind of seam to it. Like it's not entirely covered up. Like there's a much larger crack than there should be in that spot there between the barrels.
Morning Mist is gonna call out, "Hey guys, there's something funky with this wall."
You see Tarentum kind of turn around and go, "Oh, what do you mean?"
Well, I think there's a hole in it.
Well, let's take a look. Move back. Pull from the barrel.
Before
out
we
of the way, get that look
proceed,
at the wall.
I noticed on the loot list from the weeks ago there's like 2 alchemist fires. I think Morning Mist should hang on to those.
Morning Mist has one.
Well, take 2 more because it warms.
Okay.
Tarentum says, "Always good to have extra fire." All right.
Alright, so I'm gonna move some of the barrels out of the way, get a better look at this wall. What's up with it?
So as you move the barrels, Morning Mist, you pretty much stop anyone from moving forward. Because right at the crack, you look down, you notice that the floor itself has a rather odd-looking texture to it. It doesn't look like the same cobblestone that was found underneath that is around here. Almost looks like a cloth of some type.
Morning Mist is gonna tell everyone to step back from it. And then she's going to throw her returning star knife at the cloth.
I'll get this one back, it's fine.
Exactly.
Alright.
As you do, it cuts through the cloth, down an additional 10 feet.
Ooh.
And as it falls, you can take a look down, and you see it's spiked.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, it's 10 feet down, but it's only about, 5 feet wide.
Trucks. Good
And you see your star knife kind of stuck to the wall, catching part of the cloth, and then with basically a flick of your wrist, it disappears and reappears in your hand. Or if you prefer, it flies back to your hand.
I like the imagery of it flying back to my hand, but the mechanics of it reappearing in my hand.
Basically.
Either way, we got it back. And we have a spike pit in front of us.
Alright, Boomerang.
Now, how best to circumvent this?
Well, it doesn't
Do
look that
we
far across.
want to go through and see what's on the other side of the wall, or do we want to go through the main area?
This could be a way of catching it off guard. Is this
I
everything
can
else checked?
jump to the other side and see what's on the other side and report back.
You have dark vision, correct?
I have low light.
Low light.
I
Okay.
have dark vision.
I will cast. I can cast light on one of your star knife if you want, instead of on my staff.
But then once the light's away, the rats will just come attack us.
You guys have torches or something?
I mean, we can break one of the barrels and set on fire, but that's gonna make a lot of noise.
Tarentum goes,
Yeah, I was gonna
whoosh!
ask,
Fire
I
hand.
was gonna ask if Tarrington had light or dancing lights.
Produce flame.
Produce flame.
Yeah.
Rip.
I will
Oh,
put
well,
my
if
I
he has
will put my staff away, cast light on your returning star knife, and pull out one of my torch and light.
Well, if Terrantim has produce flame, it can be used to produce light.
No.
Either way, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a bit.
All right.
Let me look
I
up.
have
how
a
to-
torch and you have light, so go for it.
Yeah. Either way, we each have light. Jumping. Long jump.
Should be what,
How
5 feet?
big is that crack?
What was that?
How big is that opening?
Yes, it's big enough for someone to squeeze through.
Yeah, it's about 5. It's big enough for one person to kind of. They can jump across and grab a hold to keep themselves steady, and they won't, fall in.
All right. Artemis would like to jump across.
All right. You make it across just fine.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a reveal area here. What you can see thus far of this area, it looks like a natural cave formation. Except for the little area you pass through, it looks like something dug its way through the wall. It looks like it dug its way inward this way. You can see over here, once I do that, you can see very soft candlelight reflecting off the walls over here.
All right. I would like to sneak over to here.
All right.
That's my stealth check,
Okay. Give me just a second while I...
which is against their perception DC.
Yep. Oh. Oh no. Okay.
I'd honestly be surprised if they have a perception score of 15.
You hear something. Something comes, my children. Wait. And you hear what sounds like the slithering tongues of other ghouls. But the voice emanated from this spot.
All right. Morning Mist is gonna come back up here
All right.
and kind of call out. So, I think it's hiding in there, but I also think it knows we're coming. Do you guys want to come across, or do you want to try somewhere else?
Tim just starts visibly shaking and says, "Oh, it knows? What kind of demon is it? Oh,
The kind that probably can smell us. Y'all are stinky.
hey now!" He's Tim says loudly and then kind of covers his
Mostly
mouth.
the dwarf.
Wow, that is uncalled for.
You smell like dwarf.
What the? What? Let's try somewhere else. If it's also coming from that direction, we can at least try to
I mean, the
get...
human also smells like human. I smell like plant.
I was gonna say you smell like a salad. Okay, let's try a different approach, methinks.
Okay. Morning
Turn-
Mist jumps back across.
Tim says, maybe we could check over at the other barrels.
I was gonna suggest that too.
All right.
Well, let's take a wander over and see what we can see.
Oh,
Whoa.
Everybody's moving at once. All right, so you get over.
This is gone.
Morning Mist just gets yeeted.
Sorry, guys. There's a little buggy in this section of the dungeon.
Suddenly, we are in the Bethesda universe, and Tarentum is now halfway in the wall.
Just got to iron out those kinks before we hit 1.0, and it'll be fine though. It's fine. It's fine. We found it, so we know we can fix it. Anyways. Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you that. You guys start moving the barrels, and Morning Mist, you see this and go, oh, yep, here we go again.
Well, but it does not want friends. Does not want visitors.
And just like the other section, there's a crack in this wall. But you do see light filtering through the wall itself.
Anything this way, or is that a dead end?
Oh, yeah, let me reveal that for you. That's kind of like a cellar entrance. You see the, when you guys move those barrels, these guys start freaking out. They just tear off. These guys also tear off.
Huh. And they don't like us doing that.
You hear a
Oh, also, we were pretty loud when I moved barrels, so that might be why it knows we're here. It took Morning Mist that long to put that together, by the way.
Tarentum's going to step back this way.
Besides being 2020, yeah, that could very well be the case.
So, can we see in here?
You can kind of see in there. I'll give you guys pretty much that. And yes, there does appear.
Is that a pentagram on the floor?
Yeah, it's part of the map
It
design.
actually looks like the vault symbol from Borderlands.
Oh god.
Yeah, it kind of does actually.
Yeah.
Damn it, Randy. Anyways.
You hear it's
Are we gonna get to
actually
Iridium?
No.
actually it's a oop, hello. Oh yeah. Wait, no.
Oh. Yes?
Are these guys?
Maybe.
Nope.
Oh.
Too late.
Oh, it's
We'll
a
just-
party.
You hear come in.
I
Don't
mark
be
it as my prey.
rude. What was that?
I mark it as my prey.
You hear Tarentum go, ah, it's going to eat us! And its accent completely changes.
But I don't want to eat it. That sounds gross. Eating is gross.
Why all nasty's gotta eat? Why can't you just photosynthesize like normal people?
Why can't you what?
Why can't you photosynthesize like normal people?
Yeah, exactly. Why can't you guys?
Oh, hush and just
By the
come.
way, I can buy bottles of sunlight as rations.
No. Unless you're amazing. Anyways, let Mordred be creepy.
Are you finished with your shenanigans? Come, come.
I doubt it, but who am I to refuse an invitation?
And you hear, when you come in, you see two ghouls sitting there, and they're just watching you. They're restraining themselves as if they really, they just can't jump, but they're trying so hard, but something is holding them back.
Yeah, we'll go the long way around and come from this way.
Yeah, Morning Mist wants to do that too.
Okay. Oh,
So you
Fine.
go.
me
You guys-
will keep the attention and hold a conversation. I see how it is.
You go in front of me this time, man.
The wizard steps up next to you, but is visibly shaking, and he's got his weapon. I was
Just
like,
next to me, I kind of like gently nudge it. No, behind.
steps behind the
No,
There.
onto the pit.
I assume,
He's kind of at the edge of the pit. When you guys get a
that
good
Bjorn
view
is
of this,
standing on is a jutting piece of the wall.
There we go.
I was just
Plenty of
asking
room.
because the only reason Morning Mist is where she is because I assumed that she wouldn't be able to see through it and then throw things through it.
Yeah,
He's
no,
somewhere
that's a
around that general
Yeah.
area.
Then
Yeah.
maybe move a bit so I can also see through it.
so inside the room itself.
I climb up the wall over here.
Spider.
I'm not joking. I literally do that.
Spider.
This narrow cavern holds only a single altar lit by low candles. Sitting around the altar are a pair of ghouls, worshipping a stag skull. Standing behind the altar is a creature that looks like this. It has pale blue skin, glowing red eyes, and over its head, or fused with it, you can't quite tell, a stag skull. A dripping tongue lashes out and around as it glares at you. The creature looks at you and says, "Come closer. Let us taste you." He's talking to you guys over here.
How high up can Morning Mist climb before she hits the ceiling?
It is about 8 feet up.
Okay. She's 8 feet up.
Alright. You are 8 feet
Both
up.
hands are still holding star knives because she's a vine leshy.
Alright.
Get too
Still
close.
need to do climb check.
Tasting will be tasting will be dwarven steel.
Do I need to do a climb check?
Unless you have a climb speed.
Do you have a climb speed or?
I don't have a climb speed.
Okay,
so
I will need.
am not considered flat-footed while climbing.
I will need a climb check. Yeah.
Does this succeed?
Oh yeah. You easily find
critically
handholds and
succeed.
footholds, and you kind of scamper
Vine
up, and
leshies.
this girl over here looks over, is like, "More, Master. Can we eat?" And he says, "Silence. Let the guests come to us."
I'm
Sitting-
made of plants. I don't think you guys are vegetarians.
Sitting on this altar looks like the body of the Lord. It's desecrated, clearly. The vital organs laid out upon the altar. There's a script written around the altar itself, calling forth, if you can read, Shadow Tongue.
Nope.
Nope. No one has it. Okay.
Else?
Terran does not. Morning Mist?
I didn't even know Shadow Tongue was a language.
Okay.
I have 0 end. So no.
So no. So you can't understand it. It looks very foreign. But you can definitely tell that whatever this is, it is designed for some mixture of demon summoning and Hannibal Lecter summoning. Because it looks like some of this flesh has been eaten and carved off. The skull itself glows, it feels like. The Wendigool looks at each of you and says, "Shall you join my army next, or shall you be dinner?"
I didn't quite catch what it said.
Are we going to join his army, or are we going to be dinner? Basically, he's like either make us ghouls to serve him, or be food.
Terrantim.
What our answer's going to be.
Terrantim starts shaking. The other ghouls start moving again. And you can see the patience draining from the Wendigool. What do y'all
I
do?
don't think
Take it.
I'd make a very good dinner, but I'm also not sure if plants can be ghouls.
When one of the ghouls get close enough, Siegmund smirks and says, "I've had enough of service. and I swing at the closest ghoul.
All right.
Just
You
like,
can make
not
your
far.
attack roll, and then initiatives.
Making my attack roll. It's going to come to fight anyway, so I don't feel bad for initiating combat.
All right. So Bjorn gets a 13.
17
These
to hit.
guys. 13 to hit. Oh.
Wait, no, 13 is Bjorn's initiative.
Ah.
17 to hit with the battle axe.
You hit.
Yep, so 6 slashing. Alright, now I shall roll mine initiative.
Goals.
On
Morning, Misty.
initiative ties, enemies go first.
Okay.
Hey, Cece, we tied again.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can go first since you're in melee.
Alright, sure.
Bjorn, did you roll? You did. That's right.
Yeah, Bjorn
Alright.
got the 13 that you thought was my weapon attack.
That's right. That's right. And
Did
this
Baron
guy.
roll?
I think that was the roll that.
No, that 20 I think was one of the ghouls.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Someone's ready to go.
Okay.
I have a feeling that's boss.
Yeah,
This Tim has not rolled
I
yet.
still got a higher stealth than its modifier though.
Okay, so I'm going to... Oh. Yeah. You guys all have his character sheet in your guys' journal, so...
Okay, I can roll for him.
Alright. That makes it a little easier on me. Alright, so...
Once I find him.
It'll be the
Make sure you
Wendigo.
have his, icon selected so it logs him into the...
Yeah, so I have a character sheet in my journal, but I can't access it. I can only get the bio info. I have to have edit permissions.
Oh, for
Yeah.
Tarrenton. There we are. I
Grazie.
fixed it. Haha, I fixed it. Okay, so... Wow, that seems a little
Good
one-sided.
job, Tarrenton.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Woo!
He has a plus 14.
So he has the same modifier as the boss.
Holy shit. Wait, what?
No, the boss. I meant the boss has a plus 14.
Oh, okay.
So he-
Tarrenton has a plus 7.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Why does that feel low?
Because
The
he
Wendigo
removed them.
Ah,
looks at you all and says,
Actually, no, he has decent wisdom. He's just not.
I love it when you
and I think he's
struggle.
large.
And it comes crawling over the altar.
to specify I had shield raised when it came into the room.
And he comes up behind you. So you are now flanked.
Oh, hi, friend. I feel like we're going to get to know each other very intimately very soon.
So his first action will be to make a claw attack against you.
I mean, his first action was to come over to range. His second action is to make a claw attack.
Yes.
Alright, come on. I got my shield up. Come on. That will miss.
Okay. Wow.
Even with your -2 AC due to
Oh,
being
I did the wrong number
Yeah,
anyway.
that negates my shield, which Yada misses still.
Okay. Well,
I thought so. I just want to confirm.
it was going to be a 17 anyway. I miscounted. So we're going to do this one more time. At a -5. Does a 20 hit your AC?
20, because he's flanking, does hit.
Alright.
Negates his shield.
I will need you to make me a fortitude save. And you will take... What was that?
So I had a feeling that that's an 11, so I'm probably going to suffer the repercussions.
With the bonus, it's 13.
Yeah, 13. Probably not going to do it either.
No. You are paralyzed.
Oh,
Shit,
fuck.
boy.
That's a bad.
That is
That's
a big bad.
That's a oof.
and you take 7 points of damage.
Yep.
Alright, what does Tarentum do? He still has the Frightened 1 condition.
Fireball. Fireball.
Do you want me to roll for Tarentum?
Yes.
Alright. Let me check what spells he has.
Arden will cast Flaming Spear on one of the ghouls.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was gonna do.
Probably the one closest to him that's scaring the shit out of him.
It's probably the Wendigo that's scaring the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, he's...
No, get rid of the ad.
he's too scared to draw its attention.
Get rid of the ad so we can focus fire on the boss.
I'm
Leave the
just
ad
looking
so
at
we can stop
the
playing.
frightened condition because I don't remember it perfectly. I just know that he loses it. He loses one of it each
-1 to
round
all
on
checks
and
and
DCs.
DCs.
And it's
Alright, so
special frighten that's not going away.
And as a side note, that's a 15-foot square.
what is a 15-foot square?
Flaming sphere.
It's a 5-foot square.
You can move it 15 feet a turn.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Range.
When you picture a ball that takes up a 5-foot square, then you move it 15 feet. You take an action to sustain, or you can.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
That is how
It's
it
got a
works.
range of 13 and an area of 15.
It's one 5-foot square, not 15-foot square.
Okay, there's a space there, that's why. Okay, well,
One.
thank you.
Anyway, yeah, he's gonna do the flaming sphere. And it's gonna be placed.
Right on him,
Oh,
huh?
I'm assuming. What? I assume that he is most afeared of the Wendigo. And it
The-
may, in
the
his
Wendigo?
mind, it might make most sense for him to put it on the Wendigo.
He's
Which is
way
this
too
guy here.
scared of the Wendigo to attract his attention, so I'm sure he's gonna settle for the easier target.
Too bad Tarentum couldn't make it, but we will deal with it.
Alright, since we're all as a group, he'll put it on the ghoul.
Yeah.
Alright, on the ghoul.
I'm always
We're playing Tarentum as a group, guys.
We are the collective conscience of Tarentum. We are his intelligence score.
Alright, and he needs to make a fort, or the creature needs to make a fort save versus Tarentum's DC.
Reflex.
Reflex. It
And
might actually make
the
it.
Spell DC is 19.
Yeah.
-1, so 18.
Does frighten affect your DCs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
All checks and DCs, which
Yep.
includes AC.
It
Damn.
makes the save.
Which means nothing happens to it. Because Flaming Sphere is one of those few spells that's not a basic reflex.
It's only second level spells.
A basic
Well,
reflex.
Even cantrips get it. But
Yeah.
this one is not a basic reflex because it's a
Actually,
sustained
it's a
spell.
basic reflex. The first
Creatures
time
that succeed at their save
when-
take
when
no
you
damage instead of
sustain
half.
it, It's
Okay,
only
yeah.
when you sustain it that it stops doing damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
It still takes
So it just kind of, it sees sees a sphere of fire appear right before it, and it kind of, as it leans
So
back.
It takes 6 damage.
It does?
Oh, it takes 13. 6 plus 1 plus 6.
it's half.
Oh,
Oh, it's
It is
half.
halved.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. My bad.
Yeah, like
Yep.
it says, like where it first appears, these creature must have a basic reflex save, but like unsustained, it
Yeah.
doesn't take that.
You're right.
so
Yes, I think that's how.
this,
No, it is a basic reflex.
No, it's
Yeah.
a basic reflex after it moves. It makes sense because the fire just appears and then once
Yeah,
it's
on
a ball
subsequent
forming-
turns, you can sustain the spell, leaving the sphere in its square or rolling it into another creature, dealing 3d6 fire damage. Each creature in its square must attempt a basic reflex save.
But
it
then
is a
at the
basic
end,
reflex.
It says creatures that succeed at their save take no damage.
No damage instead of half. Okay, so
Maybe
it's not
it's
a
for
big...
everything, not just the
Yeah.
second half.
Yeah, so it does not take damage.
all right. So
No, the sphere takes.
It does
3d6 fire
say
damage.
creatures that succeed their save take no damage instead of half.
yeah, that's exactly what it
So-
says. That's
Yeah,
what
I think
I'm rolling it
that's-
for now.
Okay.
just to keep things moving. The sphere
And
appears.
then, as a final action, he's going to cast shield.
All right, so this thing is like fire bad and takes a 5-foot step back this way,
Well, that at least stops me from being flying.
and goes 5, 10, 15, 20. Charging. Actually, it's going to stop right here, just to stay out of the flaming sphere, and it's going to make a claw attack at you. You're paralyzed, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at what the fuck Paradise does to my ass.
You're considered flat-footed
Oh, fun.
and can't act except to recall knowledge and use actions that require only the use of your mind. Your senses still function, but only in the areas you can perceive without moving your body, so you can't
Okay,
see
so-
while paralyzed.
Flat addition. -2 to AC, some effective 5 condition only certain.
So yeah, your shield is still
-20.
raised.
Yeah. But the flat foot effect negates my shield. But that's
Ouch. You're already
Oh.
paralyzed, so that
Well,
does...
that's not a crit.
No, that's not a crit.
It's not a crit. You gotta get 30 to get a crit. Still gonna hurt. Remember me, friends.
You get slashed for 5,
Okay.
and then it's going to try and bite you.
Oh,
Bite where it just slashed you.
that's not my kink.
Are you taking the damage? I don't see your health bar moving.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing it on my character sheet, but I am keeping track of my damage. Don't worry.
I mean, for
Yeah,
me
that
to
second
heal
one's
you,
gonna
I
miss.
kind of need to know.
Yeah, if you can,
Give me a
if
second.
the DM would be awesome enough to go in and make it so the health bars are linked to character sheet. That way we don't have to update one or the other. We can
Okay.
update one or the other instead of having to update both.
Okay, so that one...
What do I do for now?
For now, it's fine.
Yeah,
16 more minutes.
I'm not sure how to change it, edit that over, or link it, so that'll be
I'll show
another
you some
session.
other time.
Yeah, that'll be another session. So, that second one clearly misses. Yeah, so this second little bastard is going to come running up to Bjorn. Because he can see Bjorn. And it's going to take a slash at him. Does an 18
Okay.
get... Huh?
Yeah.
It hits? Oof. I need a fortitude save.
Morning Miss is glad that she's out of range of these fuckers.
Yes, that way you can let the healer die first. Smart move.
Where's that DC number that I need? Okay. Bjorn, you're
Oh,
paralyzed.
14 plus my. I
Two
don't,
for 16.
I don't know if that's a disease.
Okay, you make it. You kind of feel numbness spreading from where it slashes you. However, you shake it off. And it's going to attempt to do another slash attack against you. Yikes.
Ouch.
-5 though.
Yeah, that is the -5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 4. 19 on die.
Yeah, so, ouch. You make it. And it's going to do just a d4 plus 1. And you take another 2 points of slashing damage as it tries to make its way into your flesh. And that is the ghoul's turn. Siegeman! I need a fortitude save.
Paralyzed, can't do shit.
I need a fortitude save.
Oh, fortitude save? Alright, I can do that.
Yep. You are to take a fortitude save until you are healed or rescued from it.
Fortitude save until I die. Got it. Hey!
That's a critical.
That's a critical.
Yep.
That's 20.
You are no longer paralyzed, and you will say get a plus 1 bonus to your saves versus paralysis from these things. You
Alright.
see Siegeman get paralyzed by this thing, and it's just like, uh-oh, as the other one comes up and starts clawing and trying to eat it. eat at him, but the shield is still up. And then the muscles relaxed, visibly on Siegeman. Morning Mist.
Dwarven
Alright.
maid.
I have a
Um,
neat spell for you if you would like to delay until after. It's up to you.
You have a spell for me, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, Morning Mist will delay her turn.
Alright.
Which is a permanent delay, so she moves to be permanently after
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Yeah.
I will
We got this set
reach up to Morning Mist and slap her weapon with disruptive
Oh,
weapon.
nice!
Glorious.
They both do extra D4
Yep.
positive damage.
So that's
Glorious.
2 actions.
That will help.
Then I will cast Shield.
Alright. Bjorn reaches up, grabs one of Morning Mist's star knives, and
Both of them.
it glows with holy energy.
We both.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Ah! So he grabs each of them, and then when he brings down, one of his hands becomes a shield. Morning Mist. You now have awesome weapons.
Time to go to
Yes.
work.
Yeah. And I believe my prey that I marked was probably the Wendigo.
The
Yeah,
Wendigool.
typically.
Well, I said the one that talked,
Yes.
which I think was the Wendigo.
Yeah, which is the Wendigool. Wendiboy.
Just for future
Wendigool.
reference.
Because it's a Wendigo and a ghoul.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna
Wait till you meet its evil cousin, the Wendigast.
Mordred, I'm coming to Seattle stabbing you.
Alright, Morning Mist, what are we doing?
Morning Mist is taking a think.
Taking a think.
Because I realized that I'm gonna do that, yeah. Alright, gonna throw Flighty McStabby twice,
Alright.
because it's the one that returns. Oy. Glorious.
Holy
I hope the 27 hits.
Ooh.
Well, let's verify.
I said hits. but
Yes. It hits, does not crit.
Ooh, close though. Gotta be
Roll
close.
the
Alright.
D4.
Yep,
Well, that's
and an extra D4 positive
so does
against undead. 4 more.
Ooh.
so
So it has weakness, positive energy.
Hopefully.
That'd
Alright.
hurt.
so that was the
I don't
first
think
attack.
ghouls do-
I'm tempted to go get my best here, but I'm not going to.
You said that that you're making 2 attacks?
Yeah, so that was the first one.
Yep.
And the second one. Oof.
Not quite. No,
Got
that
copied
second
That first one.
yeah. That first one
Yeah.
you nail it. That second one, it kind of expects it this time. Is like, I see. The plant enjoys its games.
Oh, I'm gonna throw it twice more, so both of these are at -4.
That first one definitely hits. The second one misses.
So 7 plus 2 positive energy.
Yep.
All right.
Gotta be having a bad time.
Here, I'm gonna do
For a
this.
total of 18 damage. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just add the positive damage to the additional damage section, so I don't have to keep rolling it
All right.
I'm just trying to remember.
for right now.
Yeah, for now.
Should last the whole fight.
Yeah. And that is Morning Mist's turn, because that was all of her attacks.
Alright, boss man's back up. Oh, hi,
Alright.
friend.
Yes. You have wounded this thing. Not much, obviously. But it looks up at you and says, so, you are going to be a pestilence on my side? So be it. And it takes cover. It, like, moves out of the way and just takes
Oh, by
cover.
the way, I forgot this last time. AoP.
Oh,
I'm
nice!
a fighter, bitch! I'm a fighter!
Make your attack of opportunity.
Try
As
and
it-
run for me? Alright. I forgot this when he moved. Like, I guess moving in wouldn't really do it, but
By the way, we can see
Actually-
its health bar, which I
Yeah,
don't
we can
think
see
we're
its
supposed
numbers.
Yep.
yeah, I don't think we're supposed to.
No, you.
By the way, in this game, AoPs
Oh yeah, I know.
or AoWs happen anytime someone moves at all, takes a move action at all within your melee range. If you have AoW,
With the exception of when he was paralyzed.
with the exception of when he was paralyzed,
Yes.
or if they take
Oh,
a
well.
step action.
But moving in wouldn't cause an AOP, right?
Yes.
Moving in causes an AoW.
It would?
Yep.
Yes, in this
No matter
edition,
what.
if they move,
That seems fucky, but okay.
if
Dude.
they move while in your range, it
So-
procs it.
And that includes moving into my range.
If they, I have to check to see if it applies if they
That-
stop
Um,
when
That
they get into your
feels-
range.
that feels
It's
like range
attacks
weapons
of
with
opportunity
reach weapons.
are super powerful in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Okay,
and
I'm playing
that is-
Reach
But
Fighters.
also
I'm playing
very-
Reach Fighters. I'm playing Reach Fighters.
That
But
is
they
why
also are much more rare in who can get them. Fighters
Yes.
being one of the few people that can get them, but also very few enemies get them.
I need a
Oh,
longer
yeah.
stick. Someone get me a longer stick.
so
Okay, I'm guessing
You swing-
hit boss man though.
you swing your axe,
I try.
but it seems to dance over and hide behind the altar. It has partial cover. Let me just
Alright,
make
so
sure.
that's, I think, a minus
Fancy
2
little
to hit
fucker.
it.
Minus. Yep. All right.
Even with
Yeah.
my
Lesser cover.
Uh,
That's what they call it.
That was his turn.
even with my height advantage on it,
Wait, do you make an attack?
I'm at the ceiling.
No, I think CC's just planning for his turn.
I'm just asking for on my turn. Will I have? I'll ask next time.
Yeah.
Well, that's on your turn.
Yeah.
That's more relevant.
All right. Tarantim.
Tarantim is going to draw a fire thing to represent the fire. That
Alright.
it moves. They moves over here.
Moves it over which one? Oh. Okay. Reflex save, right?
The reason he's moving it there is because if he can get the one to go out of cover, that helps everyone. See, he has smarts.
Smirch.
And ghoul. Sorry.
I think Tarantim would have decided to help his cleric friend over there. You know, against
Yeah.
the ghoul that's about to attack him again.
Yeah. So it makes it. Just straight up makes it. It's like dancing. It's standing in the fire, just looking at it. It looks over at Tarantim and goes, "It tickles."
And then for his next action, because he has 2 more,
Dun dun dun.
he is going to cast a 2-action magic missile
Oh,
on this one.
nice. Roll the d4.
Nine damage.
All right. The missiles strike the ghoul, and you can see it just. It is definitely bleeding from those wounds. And that's all 3 of Tarantim's actions, correct?
Yep.
All right. Oh, nope, it was the ghoul's turn. That's right. Sorry. I got this. I got this figured out. Don't worry. The ghoul in front of you, Bjorn, will attempt to make another claw attack at you. Does a 17 bypass your AC at all?
Not with my shield.
Alright.
They only miss.
The teeth. Did I say claw or bite?
Don't
Good
know.
bite.
Bite? Okay, so the teeth reach for your neck, but you raise your shield up. And
Magical shield.
yes, and just kind of bounces back for a moment and dives back in for another attack. and fails. And it tries one last time.
Oh.
And that hits, unfortunately.
Actually, that crits.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Yeah,
D-
19 hits. So
19
Matt
hits you?
at 20.
Oof. Oof.
Okay, so is your AC 19?
No, it's 18, so it's crits. Dude,
Okay.
I know
And
what
then
I'm-
the
I
20
know what I'm
brings it
doing.
up one more.
I thought your AC was 20 still.
You're not the only one who plays this game.
Alright.
I was under the impression your AC was 20. I'm sorry.
So it's 2d4 plus 2. And I do need a fortitude save. As you feel...
Oh, you're...
18 damage.
Alright, you bypass the ghoul fever. And the paralysis. So you can feel your muscles start tensing up, but it has no effect against you. And that is its turn. This one...
Wait,
Yeah, he's...
who was the one at...
Alright, so
I
this
was under the
one...
impression we were doing... That was the one that just went? Was the one that was
Yes.
attacking Bjorn? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and now this one over here is going because they have the same activation.
Yep.
But he's just doing one at a time for simplicity.
Yep. Oh, wow. Wow. It tries to take a bite at you there, Sludgeman, but fails. Oh.
Nice fucking try. Oh, that's the
That's...
wrong universe.
Okay, so actually that was not a 3, that was a 10, which still miserably
Still.
fails.
Good try.
Oof!
That was a crit fail actually at 10. Huh.
Yeah, but it... Yeah, doesn't matter.
23, yeah, that'll make up for it.
Alright. So I do need another fortitude, and it is biting you.
Oh,
So... Oh, I should have had another fortitude save for you, Bjorn, but we're just going to roll those together for that. Give me 2 fortitude saves. And you get a +2 to one of them.
Alright,
Yes.
we'll start with the first one getting a +2.
Alright.
So
We'll
this
do
one will get a +2. So 22.
Saves.
24.
Save.
Better.
You can feel something start crawling up where the bite comes in, but it doesn't stick. It's going to take a...
Rage, take
Oh, jeez. It's going to take a wild swipe at you, and it's just angrily hungry, trying to eat you.
the Dwarven Rage is setting in.
Yes. Alright. The ghouls have clawed their way, made some bite marks, but aren't getting anywhere. Sledgemans, it's your turn. Siegeman. Sledgeman.
Sorry.
Wow. You're okay.
I didn't hit my mute. My mute in time. I'm going to call out to one of Mr. Help Bjorn. And in the meantime, I'm going to take a swing at... I keep picking my dice. I don't need to use my actual dice. Take a swing at the ghoul in front of me, try and clear my path. 22.
That's a hit. That is a very
What's the
solid hit.
damage? Still standing?
Just barely. You take out a good chunk of its organ midsection, and it
-5. 21.
it goes down.
So it like doubles over, trying to hold its innards in, then just bring the axe around and right in the middle of the forehead, just bury it.
Yep, it goes straight down, dead. You have one action left.
Alright. Alright. One fucking cadaver down. Shield up.
Alright. Bjorn.
Alright. Has this one in front of me been attacked at all?
Yes.
It's gotten hit by magic missile.
And also by your, Morning Mists.
No, it did not get hit by morning mist.
No, Morning Mist has been...
I was targeting the boss, okay.
Yeah, Morning Mist is going after the big ugly.
I think I will... Alright, I'll start with Spiritual Weapon on this ghoul.
Alright, and what does spiritual weapon do? Does he...
If
Oh!
it spawns a weapon that uses my spell attack.
Hits, but does not crit.
So 8/4.
Alright.
On a staff over here. And then I'm going to do a one action heal on the ghoul.
Which will hurt it with positive energy.
Oh yeah. Negative healing.
God damn it, 2. Double 1.
Alright.
42 DC. 42 DS, I think.
So Ghoul needs a fort save. Oh,
And it takes 1 damage.
it's positive, so hopefully that does a little extra then.
I think only zombies are weak to positive damage for some reason. And that's my turn.
I will say I did yell the morning to help Bjorn. I know CC you want to go out to the boss, but we need to...
Your holy energy washes over after you make the
Oh,
first attack there. The spiritual weapon. You swing and it hits and does severe energy. And then the holy energy, the healing magic, brings it down. It starts decaying and husking, and it collapses. The Wendigo,
Well, yeah, then.
the Wendigo looks up and says,
cadaver's down.
"Good. You will do lots better." Morning mist.
Alright, so does my height advantage help at all with the cover?
Yeah, it bypasses.
Awesome. So I'm gonna do that thing where I throw my Flighty McStabby at it 4 times.
Swing.
Oh,
Okay.
So 18, then 15,
Miss.
then miss, and then 16.
16 on this one, the last one here?
Yeah.
They all seem to, you're trying to get your aim right, but it's dancing around. It's waiting for you, and it's laughing at you. It's like, you can try, but you will never truly take me.
The 18 misses?
18 misses.
boss.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Was that, your 3 actions?
Yep.
Alright. It goes. It's gonna come back over to you. And it says, "Serve me and I will spare you."
I thought we've already been over this. 9.
Very well. And it takes a bite.
Tries to take a bite.
Oh!
Just eats the room with a steel shield.
That misses horribly.
Yeah, it does.
Does it still miss?
That will also miss.
Okay.
9. 9, friend.
Yeah, it moves up to you and it's like, "You shall be mine!" Chomp. Shield? What? Chomp. Ah! And it is your turn, Tim.
Gonna move the fire back over to it.
Flaming sphere. Shoop. Alright, right. Needs to make the save. Wendigo. It's a plus 14. Oh.
It's fine.
It's, yeah. It senses the fire, the sphere coming towards it and kind of sidesteps for a moment.
Alright, and then with his final action, 2 actions, he is going to... Oh. Nice. Since you implied that he has Produce Flame, he's going to use Produce Flame.
Alright. It's an attack roll, right?
Yep. And it
Alright.
can be a melee attack roll, which is awesome.
And he is in melee range.
Yeah. That's why it's cool that it can be a melee attack roll. Alright, that's obviously wrong. He is trained in it, so +9. And he misses.
Unfortunately. And that's all his actions, right?
Yep.
Alright. Siegeman, you're up.
Non-standard problems require non-standard solutions.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to tell you what I want to do, Mordred. And you can arbitrate and referee whether or not I can or cannot, or how I go about it. I want to bull rush this son of a bitch into a wall and pin him against it.
That will require an athletics, I believe, for the
Fine.
bull rush. Alright.
Then what additional for the pin attempt?
Wouldn't that essentially just be either a grapple or a shove?
Yeah, that would.
Okay.
That would be a
Grapple
shove.
is what you want.
Yeah. So that'd be athletics check against their fortitude DC.
Alright, so
Oh.
Mordred, get the fortitude save, add 10 bit, and have that number ready.
It's ready.
You have it ready?
It's ready.
Alright. Dwarven Rage. Come on. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Yeah.
Oh!
Ouch.
Ah! I tried. I tried something
Do
non-standard.
you have another hero point?
He does.
I have two. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Reroll. Reroll. Reroll.
Alright.
Come on, I want this to work so that way you can just have this dwarf pinning it by his torso and just star knives going into its head over and over again. This is what I have in my head. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I would allow the usage of both hero points to just straight up have that happen.
I'll do it. I'll blow both. I'll blow both. I'll do it.
Alright.
So it's just a fit of dwarven rage. Just.
Wham! Bam! It is pinned against the wall. It is considered flat-footed.
Morning mist, no! Walk, schnell! Schnell!
Bjorn! I'm going to say that's a full round action, by the way.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Alright.
I'll use one action to sustain my weapon, move it over here, and
Fair enough.
Alright.
Those AC's -2. Take advantage, boys. Take advantage.
17 versus flat-footed.
How much?
17.
17? Still just not quite enough,
Okay,
unfortunately.
so it's at least an 18. It's at least an 18.
Yep, flat-footed,
Yep.
at least an
Have a
18.
number.
Then I guess I'll throw a 2-action heal at it.
Alright. It needs to make a will save.
Fortitude.
42.
Fortitude.
DC 19, that's not bad enough.
26 damage. Which is half of that, so 13 damage.
13. Alright. Your healing magic. Oh, who is that? Oh, wrong person. There we are.
I was like, wait a second.
Your healing magic has definitely weakened it. The divine weapon, it kind of just bats aside, but it's now glaring at you, Siegeman, and is drooling. But then it gets hit with this healing energy, and you can see its flesh just melt slightly as it starts decaying. Alright, Morning Mist.
I think we all know Morning Mist's action set.
Oh!
Glorious.
Oh,
Okay. So-
22 crit miss, and then 24.
Uh,
25. for
25
last one.
hits. So, how much damage is that altogether, it looks like?
So 10 for the first hit, and then 11, 22 for the second.
No,
And
some of this
then-
is positive energy. I don't know if that makes a difference.
4 of it is positive, yeah. And then 7 for the last.
So you're critical.
39.
You just... The first one you hit, and it goes into it, and it's still standing, and it looks at you. You definitely hit something vital. Then you throw it again, and that second one just goes straight through the eye hole, and it stops moving. The tongue lolls. The skull cracks. The deer skull just cracks.
With my throw? I wanted to behead it with my throw.
You wanted to behead it?
I wanted
All
to
right.
behead it.
All right. So the star knife swings around and sticks into the wall. The head pops up for a second, detached from its body, rolls down off of Sigismund's shoulder. The tongue lolling as it stares up, the red eyes disappearing from the skull. The head cracks. The altar, some of the candles start going out. And then you notice the deer skull shatters and falls to pieces. You can hear a small scream escaping as the skull shatters. And then, just as quickly, the ghostly figure of the Lord of Lucusia Manor appears. And he turns towards each of you and says, "We are free. Gracias, mi amigos. Gracias. I have been freed. That beast was trying to something worse. Far worse. I do have more books on it, if you'd like to learn more in the library. However, I never got its name. Go in peace, and thank you again." And with that, he disappears.
May you find peace at the Creator's side.
Guter Wetter, meine Freunde.
Alright.
Down from the wall and instantly starts trying to destroy the magic circle in the center.
That was a combat for the ages.
You get the feeling that you have a chance to take some of those more valuable books from the library and can just like GTFO.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna just pillage the last bit of this place has, and then I don't know, toss a match and run. Fuck this place.
Do you guys actually toss a match?
No.
No?
Morning
Okay.
must definitely make sure the altar and the circle are destroyed, though.
Alright,
Yeah,
that won't
go
take more than...
upstairs and hopefully avoid all the spiders and rats.
I'd like to comment that the light spell was still on my thing the entire time, so it's just like light is flicking back and forth between me and the Wendigo the entire fight.
Little rave going on.
That is a good point there, yes. Alright, so, to kind of quickly wrap things up here, we're going to bring everyone back to the airship itself. You guys return after bringing your cargo to the vessel. The one who's carrying the artifact holds it up and says, holds it up and he says, "Good, very, very good. Now let us get away from this godforsaken place. I don't like the feeling this place has." Bjorn, if you'd like, you can lay the family to rest in the graveyard nearby.
Yes, I definitely do that.
And altogether, it took you about an hour and a half to loot and bury and bring everything back to the ship. When you do start heading back, you notice that it seems brighter now. There's less clouds, there's less shadows. As a matter of fact, there are a few undead, but it seems like there's fewer in number. There's fewer actual beings around. of undead. You all board your ship, and with the huffing of the engines and the fans and the magical mechanical energy, the ship lifts up into the air. You see some of the guards begin weeping a little, some of the civilians watching their village disappear beneath them as you return to Rivalti. And with that, we shall end tonight's adventure. I want to thank my players first off for joining me, and then all those who enjoyed watching, thank you. And we hope to catch you next time on the Adventures of the Airship Tiamat. We will have further updates through the Twitter or the Discord. Also, join me, Mordred, Sunday evening, 6 p.m. for another chapter of Mordred Plays The Outer Worlds. I want to thank you all again and hope you have a very pleasant evening. See you next time.